This is a little bigger stage than this is probably out of all my rants. This is definitely on the smallest level, but it was well worth it. I think it was worth it. And listen, this kid deserved a rant about him, okay? Because he got robbed. Let me set the scene for you. It's the Massachusetts 4A state championship between Blue Hills and Cathedral High School. It was the 18th birthday of Cathedral's quarterback, Matthew Owens. And he had just run in for the go-ahead score to win the state championship, right? The story couldn't have been written better. As he approached the end zone, he raised his hand in excitement. He didn't pump his fist. He didn't jump into the end zone. And he definitely didn't dance. But that's all it took, is that hand raise to erase a dream from this young man and his teammates. The refs threw a flag. They called unsportsmanlike conduct, which nullified the game-winning touchdown and replaced victory with defeat. You might be thinking, well, there has to be more to it than that, and that's what I said until I watched the tape, and sure enough, that's exactly what happened. The 18-year-old birthday boy was sealing the win in the last high school football game that he'll ever play in, and maybe even the last football game that he'll ever play in, period, and he raised his hand for what I counted was about 1 second or less before putting it down and running back into the end zone. What's funny is that when he gets into the end zone, he hands the ball to the ref in a very respectful manner, the same way that you are taught to end a touchdown score at a very young age. He didn't even spike it. The high school athlete's father, Kenneth Owens, told the Boston Globe he goes to a Catholic school where they are taught that their God is in the sky. So I know when he raised his hand, he was thanking the Lord for what happened to him today. Football is a team sport. There's lots of kids that are hurting today. Listen to this story, for goodness sakes. This is what's wrong with America, folks. In the everybody's a winner society that we have created, it's now taunting if you raise your hand for 1 second. Seriously. God forbid somebody on the opposing team gets their feelings hurt. This is crap. I genuinely feel bad for this young man, his family, and his entire team, especially when you look into his bright young man's past to find out that he has an exceptional family. He's an exceptional student. He came from a great home with 2 loving parents, was praising God as he went into the end zone to capture a win for his religious high school. Whether you're religious or not, you get the point, guys. It's very obvious to me that the idiot referee who threw this flag has never played football before. He certainly never felt what quarterback Matthew Owens was feeling, and obviously has never put himself through a season's worth of practice and training with the opportunity of reaping the reward from it. Even if this kind of action is what the penalty was created to stop, you still don't call it at the end of a state championship game. Who in the hell do you think you are as a referee to take that game into your own hands and dash the dreams of a group of young kids that will never forget that day again? This ref is obviously a self-absorbed, lifelong loser who probably lives in his mom's basement, but don't worry, because his band is awesome. Parents of the athletes at Blue Hills obviously celebrated after the victory, and even Blue Hills athletic director Ed Catabea told the Boston Globe that the referee made a great call, the right call. But come on, we all know that your sons didn't deserve to win and that it was far from the right call. I understand your position, but deep down, you know the truth. This is just another sad story on a long list of them that come up over and over again regarding high school sports. It's very obvious that many of the referees involved throughout the nation are not trained properly and in some cases have ulterior motives when officiating these high-profile events. What a shame.